Today on We Really Like Musicals and we have opinions about them, so we made this podcast to tell you our opinions about them, parentheses, the musicals. We are talking about Mamma Mia. This episode goes out to all you dancing queens. When all is said and done, just take a chance on this podcast. Don't go wasting your emotion. Honey, honey, money, money, gimme, 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 Mamma Mia, ABBA.
We have opinions, so we made this podcast to tell you our opinion.
Really like musicals. Jazz hands.
Well, hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of We Really Like Musicals, and we have opinions about them, so we made this podcast to tell you our opinions about them, parentheses, the musicals. Am I even saying words anymore? I feel like that's I feel like I have that memorized so well that I'm just like, when I get to the end, I'm like, it's like when you're driving down the road and all of a sudden you're like, wait, have I been driving? Did I get to the end?
I don't think anybody would notice if you said it wrong.
Okay. Next time I'm just going to go, hey, everybody, welcome to parentheses, the musicals.
I think saying words would actually work a little bit better.
Okay, so this week we're talking about Mamma Mia, a.k.a. an episode of Mari with Music. Thanks to Matt Newton, a.k.a. Newt Dog, for that alternate title submission. Remember, if you have an alternate title, you can... What am I trying to say? Just, you'll figure it out. Follow us on social media, you'll figure it out, is basically what I'm saying. Today, you know what? Today's our 13th episode.
Wow. Wait, that's unlucky.
But see, so we had this is our 13th episode, and this week we had 666 followers on Twitter.
Oh, no.
So this is not going to be a good week for us.
Recipe for disaster.
And also we're talking about Mamma Mia.
Oh, ouch. What are you trying to say?
Nothing. But before we talk about Mamma Mia, I do want to give a shout out to Dear Evan Hansen, it's a musical that won for the best musical at the Tonys this year. Why are you shaking your head like?
Well, my cat is playing with a plastic bag.
Well, that's okay.
Back to reality,
Okay, what are we talking about?
Okay, so you wanted to give a shout out, but as I told you, if you're going to give a shout out, you must shout it out. Okay.
Well, I don't want to wake the neighbors.
Nah, they're fine.
Shout out to Dear Evan Hansen.
Yes, the
like
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. Yeah. So yeah, anyways, Dear Evan Hansen, it's a great musical. Elise has not seen it because she is way behind.
Well, I'll get there.
Yeah, but we're going to watch it. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I don't know. It's really good. The end. But we're not talking about Dear Evan Hansen. We're talking about Mamma Mia, which, I mean, this week was Father's Day. So as you mentioned earlier, this is a great episode for Father's Day. Because if somebody hasn't seen this movie, well, first of all, watch the movie, but just could you kind of give them a synopsis of what the plot is, maybe?
Yeah, I sure can. So we got our girl Sophie, right? And she's all like, hey, I don't know who my dad is. Mm-hmm. And so she has asked her mom over the years, and her mom just always says, it's this one guy, but just like, don't talk about it. And so she's like, that's not enough for me. So she becomes a thief and a bandit, and she steals her mother's diary. Okay? She takes it, she reads it, she discovers that there are, in fact, 3 possible fathers. Thus, thus Mari Show reference.
Yes, you are not the father, or you might be. Let's invite you to my Greek wedding to figure it out.
Yeah, that's what it would say at the bottom of the screen in real small letters, because it's a really long title. So she, as you said, invites them to her wedding. Because, for some reason she feels like if she just sees them, she will know. She will know which one's her dad.
Yeah, like kind of like love at first sight, but not with your dad.
You're my dad at first sight.
It's that classic scenario of you're my dad at first sight.
Am I telling like the whole story?
I don't know. Are you?
Well, let's just leave it at that, and let's just
Okay, and we'll explore the rest throughout this ep.
I don't want to give it away right now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you saw this musical quite recently live.
Wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta fire my fact checker.
Well, we all have one of those. Actually, it was about a week ago, so not really very recently.
You don't consider a week ago recently?
It needs to have happened within the last, 5 minutes.
Oh,
To be
okay.
considered recent.
That
To
makes
me.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I did see it live, and actually, funny story. Yep, that's
Is that
it.
not it? Okay.
Another funny story is that I was like, kind of had this feeling like I've seen it live before.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was discussing it with my mom, and she was like, yeah, we definitely saw it before. And we were like, this is crazy, because none of us could remember many details about it. So then we decided to do some research, and we figured out it had been 2010 when we saw it before.
When you were just a little toddler.
That's not true.
Oh, okay.
Senior in high school.
Okay.
Swag. And can't remember any details from it, at all.
Who can?
Well, not me, apparently.
I'm glad it
So-
made a lasting impression on you.
Yeah, it really did. But that's why you got to just keep seeing these things over and over.
Yeah, but
Freshen your
so I guess the first time you saw it, is it fair to say it didn't really stick?
I just have a bad memory.
Oh, okay. But this last time you saw it, I mean, it's only been a week, but what was the impression this time? What I'm saying is do an impression of the whole thing.
Well, so Sophie walks on the stage and she says, I don't know who my dad is.
Gosh.
And her friends say, do you happen to have some sort of diary or something that we could look at? That your mom has written? And then she
Your
says,
mom has written?
well, by George, I sure do. Let me get it out.
And they're like, why'd you leave it by George? Ugh.
They say, is George one of your fathers?
Possibly. We are good actors. But no, did it? What's? I don't know. What am I saying?
Yeah,
Did you
no,
like it this
yeah.
time though?
I really did. And I wanted to compare it to the movie. And, I mean, honestly, there was so much that was similar.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that cray cray?
Was Pierce Brosnan in the live performance?
He sure was.
Int.
Wasn't. You got me there.
I just felt like that was a complete lie. And I don't know why you would lie. Why would you say you saw James Bond in person when you did not?
Well,
That hurts my
because
feelings.
here's the thing. The stage was pretty far away. So
Oh, so it could have been
it
him.
could have been him. It could have been.
Okay, so you like Mamma Mia.
I do, and I want to know what you think because I'm really getting this just heavy vibe that you just say, no thanks, that ain't for me.
Well, yeah, but that's not necessarily a condemning of a musical. I really feel like it's not for me necessarily, although I do like some of the songs, and which is weird because I'm not a huge ABBA fan, because all the music, if you don't know, all the music is based on ABBA songs. That classic band from the late 1970s. So all the music in the musicals is ABBA. I was never really a huge ABBA fan, but I mean, some of it's just, I mean, it'll make your little butt jiggle. Cause you just,
I'm sorry. Hold on. It will do what now?
it'll make you tap your toes. It'll make you like shrug your shoulders up and down, and it'll make your little booty jiggle.
Okay, well, I think I have to go.
Are you saying you saw this live and you didn't see one jiggly butt?
Wow. Well, when you put it that way, I guess I really did.
No, I thought so.
There were several.
Mamma Mia.
Because at the end of the musical live, they kind of do this fun dancing encore type of situation where everybody comes out, they have these numbers planned, and literally everyone's on their feet, just jiggling everywhere.
I will say that my alternate title for this would have been Grandma Karaoke.
Oh, James.
Well, I just feel like here's my deal with it, because especially as you mentioned the last few songs that it's more like a concert. Maybe I'm not the hugest fan of the plot, so I just feel like if you want to enjoy these songs, then maybe just go see an ABBA tribute band, which is what the last two songs turns into. Well, kind of.
Actually, okay, through my heavy research that I've done day and night, I discovered that actually ABBA's music wasn't popular over here in America, the US of A, where we live
I've heard
and reside.
of it, yeah.
Yeah, and it until this movie sorry, not the movie, but the Broadway came out, and people were like, "What?
I gotta take a chance on this."
That's what they said. Direct quote.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, I mean, think before you speak. Just kidding. But also, I'll tell you this. Since opening in 1999, the show has been seen by more than 54 million people, James. 54 million people in more than 14 different languages, and grossed more than $2 billion.
Is this me? Can I rate your facts?
It is premiered in more than 400 cities worldwide, James. Those people don't lie.
Okay.
They don't lie.
Well, no, I'm not saying there's not a place for this musical, and I honestly,
You're just
like I
saying
said,
it doesn't belong in your home.
And my home is where the heart is. It doesn't belong in my heart. But I do like some of the songs. Like when you called me today, I was listening to
Don't go wasting your emotion.
That's the bass line.
Lay all your love on me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, there's good songs. I just feel like this is, it's a dangerous, slippery slope, if you will, when you take a band and you base a plot around a band's discography, because then it feels like sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it can feel like a song is forced in there because it's like, oh, this is one of the band's popular songs. We can't forget this one. And then it's like, it kind of feels like it doesn't really belong in the story. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, I mean, so what did you not like about the plot exactly?
I didn't mind the plot until the end. I think that the actual resolution of the whole thing felt a little quick, a little forced, a little... it was almost too perfect too. Like she's walking down the aisle. She wants her father to give her away, but she doesn't know who her father is. And she gets down there and says, JK, I don't want to get married. Right? What are you doing? Are you blowing your nose right now?
I sneezed. I couldn't stop it.
She's like, just kidding, I don't want to get married. This whole thing was just to lure my potential dads. And then she's like, and then her groom is like, yeah, that's fine. Which was weird, right?
No.
He didn't do that?
No, he was mad at her. They had a conversation and he was like, you're so obsessed with finding your dads. Like, is this wedding even about us?
Yeah, but I mean, at the actual wedding ceremony. Like when she's like, maybe we shouldn't be getting married. And he like turns to her and he's like, yeah. And then all the people in the crowd go, I paid $1,000 to fly to Greece and watch this wedding. And now it's not even going to happen.
Well, but remember, he didn't want the wedding in the first place. She was the one who wanted it. He wanted to just travel the world. And she
Okay.
said, no, I want to have like this really awesome, magical wedding. And he was like, fine,
I guess.
sure, whatever you want. And then she was kind of saying, oh, I realize now this is a lot of like fluff for no reason. And let's just go travel the world.
And then Pierce Brosnan steps up to Meryl Streep and says, well, if they're not going to get married, we should, because we haven't seen each other in 20 years. And she goes, you're right.
But, you know, there's this deep connection that has always been there. And though time has passed, though seas have
Yeah.
seed, though grass has grown, though shells have slingered on the beaches.
Slingered?
Yeah. Yeah. It's when a snail lives inside and, you know, it oozes slime.
Gross. You can go take a quick little puke real fast.
Well, you did ask, so it's accommodating you.
Right. So you're saying that this love has lasted for a long time, but I think the part of me, and we had this conversation after we watched the movie, but I just feel like that's not very realistic. Like,
You're not very realistic.
I know you're not talking to anyone right now. I am a figment of your imagination.
Am I crazy? Sorry, go on.
In real life, nobody stays away from somebody for 20 years and then comes back to see them and then says, I love you, let's get married, and then it works. So maybe it's like a sweet thought. I just feel like 3 days later, he would have been like, whoa, not what I planned. And she would have been like, I liked being by myself because I'm 60 and I liked myself by myself.
Yeah, I mean, you could think of it as time is running out. So if you're not really a fan of this marriage, how long you really got to live at this point?
Okay.
You could last for another 10 years. That's fine.
Yeah. And so then one of her other potential dads was gay. And he was like, that's fine with me. I didn't want to marry her anyways. And then the other dude's like, whatever, I own a boat. So yeah, you know, I came all this way, but I guess that dude can marry her too.
Because remember, James,
I don't
that
remember. We watched it really late at night.
these other two men were just kind of afterthoughts, you know? She was just kind of exploring because she missed Sam so much. And so she was just like, you know what? Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
So
guess
there was no real deep connection with them. It was just kind of like, eh.
Well, Elise, what's your favorite song in this musical? Do you
Wow.
have a favy?
A favy, he says. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I really like so many of them. I'm sad about it, but my favorite one is just, it has to be Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen, young and
Sweet?
Sweet? Yeah.
Only 17.
Only 17. Why? I feel like sweet should rhyme with queen and 17. So I always want to say young and mean.
Young and mean.
Or green.
Okay.
Young and green, only like green, like not quite ripe yet. Oh, that sounded creepier than I meant it to. That's a saying, though. Like, there's that person's little green, like,
Nope.
right?
No. Maybe.
Pretty sure that's a saying.
Maybe for criminals. But hopefully not for you and I.
Do you just like the song, or do you like the scene?
I mean, every time it plays, I just feel like I gotta get up and start dancing. And that's pretty cool. And then also, it's got
Jiggle the butt.
Yep, you know. It's got some bomb harmonies. Don't you agree?
Yeah, those harmonies are totes bombmatron. The thing about all of ABBA's songs, though, is they were kind of like, I don't know how many people were in the band. I guess 3 girls?
It's 4. 2 men, 2 women. And they actually married each other. Like, one of the men married one of the women, and then the other woman married the other man.
So one of the A's married one of the B's, and the other B married an A.
Uh-huh.
And thus, ABBA was born.
Yep.
I hope they named all their children ABBA.
Well, they broke up.
Okay. Well, I guess all we can say is thank you for the music, ABBA.
Aww.
But anyways, the basis of their singing was very harmony driven.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
original song. So I think that plays itself out in most of the songs in this musical. They have really tight harmonies, which I liked. I like
What was your
tight
favorite song?
harmonies. I want to see if you can guess what my favorite one is, because I don't. It's really random.
It's an interesting game.
Guess my fave song.
Or die. Okay, I'm going to. Well, so you like upbeat songs.
I do.
I think your favorite song is Mamma Mia.
No. That's a fun song, though.
That is a
Mamma
fun
Mia,
song.
here I go again. I like it because every time they get to the chorus, it like drops out and it's just that piano, like. You
like that?
Mamma Mia. I do like that, yeah. It's kind of, most people have songs that they build up to a chorus, and then Mamma Mia builds up and then it drops out. And then you just kind of have a simple chorus, which I dig. I dig that.
Okay. So anyways, back to this. Take a chance on me?
No.
I know you didn't like that scene, but
No, that was
thought
a
maybe
weird scene. They were like all drunk at the reception, running around on the roofs of the place, like dangerous. And then they're falling off. It's not just like, oh yeah, but suspension of disbelief. Like, no, they fell off the roofs.
Are you saying roofs? Like
I
with
don't
the
know what I'm
V?
s- Yeah, I think I did.
Okay.
Like hooves.
I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think so either.
Okay. Roofs.
Sorry. Roofs.
Anyways, well, it's called Movie Magic, and no one actually got hurt in the making of it.
No, I get that, yeah. I will say, there's a lot of moments in this musical where I don't quite understand. Oh, I should probably, before I get onto that, I should probably tell you what my favorite song is.
Yeah, let's do that.
Money, Money, Money.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Money, money, money. Ain't it funny? In a rich man's world. Something like
You
that.
just like that part where she's like, oh, 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 right?
No, I think it's the bass line in this song. There's a lot of those. I sound so dumb.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. I thought it was a really well done scene. But I will say there's a lot of things in this musical where I didn't quite get why it was happening. So like the Take a Chance on Me, I didn't understand why they were running around on the roofs. Roofs.
You said it
Gosh.
again.
I didn't quite understand that. Then there's like a song. Oh, what song was it? The song where she just gets off the boat. Is it "Lay All Your Love on Me"? Where the guy's on the beach with her,
Yeah.
and like he's just singing to her, and then like an army of men pop out of the ocean, and they're just like, "Yeah, we're gonna sing with you guys now." I didn't quite understand that.
Well, see, I don't know. I think that this musical has all these like really like funny and fun elements like that are kind of just like silly and just kind of whatever. And I thought you would appreciate that, or at
Well,
least think it was
occasionally I do.
entertaining.
Like in the Money, Money, Money song, I thought they did a really good job because like the background singers are
Yeah.
like, "That's too bad." Or whatever.
Yeah, and they're doing these hilarious like blank faces as they sing it. It's so great.
But they're like walking around the campus of this place and they run into these people and it's just kind of, I thought that was funny.
Oh.
And, but I just felt like occasionally they forced it, is what I'm saying. Like when the two of them are on the beach, there's like, nobody should be around. And they just have like these guys swim out of the ocean like they were just on like a snorkeling expedition.
Yeah, they were, because they were having their bachelor party.
Oh, okay. Well, you win.
Yeah, thank you. I will
but
look forward to
here's
my chicken mail.
here's the other thing that just kind of bugged me too. So halfway through the movie, there's like a crack that happens in the middle of the complex where they're staying, and I was like, "Uh-oh, that's gonna come back to haunt them." And then at the end, it's just like a geyser shoots out of it, and
I forgot about that.
there's like no trouble. Like it does, like the building doesn't fall apart. It's just like the director was like, I want it to rain, but I want the rain to come out of the ground. Maybe if
How
we
could
made
we
a
go about
crack
this?
happen in the middle of the movie. I thought that was just kind of weird.
Yeah, that is interesting. I I have no answer for that.
Yeah, they zoom in on it at when it happens, like uh-oh.
Well, like in the next scene, she has something, and she's trying to fill the crack with something. I don't know what it is, and she's like, I can do this myself, and then, like, it's not working, and so I guess I had kind of thought maybe that was just kind of showing that, like, her world is kind of falling apart, literally.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, that's an interesting point of view. I hadn't thought of that, and I haven't seen this enough times, but okay, if you look at it kind of metaphorical, like, oh, my life's falling apart, and then it's like this thing that you thought was going to be bad actually turned out to be good, and then
Yeah, and this whole time...
maybe not, but it didn't really turn out to be good. It just shot water everywhere. Did it ever stop? Do we see the next day? Is there still water shooting out of it?
I really can't answer that, but I was just going to say that she's got Sophie's boyfriend, Sky. He's the one that's, like, helping her kind of, and she's got other workers too, but he's helping her, like, get stuff online about her place, and then she's got workers helping her, like, with the upkeep. So she needs a lot of help, and then Sky and Sophie are about to leave, So we needed a Pierce Brosnan to come in and help her out.
And patch up that hole.
Well, she...
Just gonna leave that alone.
All right, next.
I want to rate some of your facts.
Okay, you're gonna rate facts. Does
Yeah.
that mean I have to sing it?
I guess so.
Rate my facts.
And that's a fact.
Nice.
This is
Okay.
interesting. We're kind of switching roles. Normally I do all this random junk, and I asked you to do it.
Yeah,
this time.
because apparently you hate this musical.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not my favy.
It's
And
not
I'm going
your
to keep saying
favy.
favy until it sticks, by the way.
All right, so before I say some facts, I want to ask you one trivia question.
Okay.
How is the main actress, Amanda, how is her last name pronounced?
Amanda's, Seyfried?
How did you know that? Gosh,
Is that
darn.
really? Is that really how?
Yeah. Yeah.
Seyfried?
Seyfried.
Oh, so I got it right. Yeah.
Good job. All right, you win.
I'm doing good on this side of the
you
table.
win 0 points. All right,
Oh, okay.
because that was just kind of like a fun one. Here we go. Fact
Okay.
number one.
Mhm.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. All right. Pierce Brosnan
Mm-hmm.
had no idea what the project was about when he signed on. The producers told him it was being filmed in Greece and that Meryl Streep was starring. He said he would have signed on for anything involving Streep, describing her as, quote, that gorgeous blonde I fancied terribly in drama school, end quote.
So they went to drama school together?
Sure.
So he just wanted to hang out in Greece with Meryl Streep.
I mean, think about how much people respect Meryl Streep.
Oh yeah, I mean I would have done the same if they didn't approach me.
They didn't?
Which no,
I'm
because I
really
would
shocked.
be in the movie if they did. Because who would turn down that role?
I just thought maybe you
What's
were
his
too
name?
busy.
Sam.
Yes.
I mean Sam. I am. You know,
That's where you wanted to go with that?
not immediately, but it took a turn real fast. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's all right.
So now I rate. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, you're irate?
Now I rate. Sam.
He's angry, folks. He's going to turn into the Hulk.
I'm gonna turn into the Dancing Queen.
Oh, boy.
Because I'm mean and green, only 17. Let's give this fact a big ol'... I'll give it a 7.
Ooh, seventh heaven.
Yep.
Here's another one for you.
Bring it.
The
On.
song... Okay. The cheerleading movie?
It's also a musical.
It is a musical. We should talk about it. But not today. Okay.
Talk about.
The song... Silence.
Sorry.
When All Is Said and Done was never part of the stage show. Okay? But that's like a popular one. that they
Okay.
wanted in there. But, no, wait. There's several that were not a part of the stage show.
Oh.
That's a different thing. But the song named Fernando is a song about war. And it's not in there.
Oh.
And they wanted it in there really bad. So they had Meryl Streep hum it while the fathers were hiding upstairs so that they could get it in there without really getting it in there.
I'm going to give that fact a 4.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Because it took too long for you to say it.
Oh, you're supposed to rate the fact and not the presentation of the fact. That's my impression of you.
Yeah, and here's my impression of you. But I do what I want.
Oh, do I say that?
I think you probably have.
Probably. All right, next fact. Mandy Moore, Amanda Bynes, Rachel McAdams, and Emmy Rossum were all considered for the part of Sophie.
Amanda Bynes.
Yes.
Like, Ask Ashley, like...
Ask Ashley what?
Oh, no. Okay, so you... I made an All That reference, but you probably know her from the Amanda show.
Oh, I do know all that. And
You know all that? And a bag of chips?
Yes, and I didn't know exactly what the reference was from, but I understood.
She used to go, Ask Ashley. That's me.
That's pure comedy.
That would have been funny if she was in this movie. And it was like, which one of you is my dad? And he went, that's me.
Wait, so she would be the dad in that scenario?
No, he would do it just as a joke to her career.
Okay. So he's making fun of her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I like
So
it.
who else?
Mandy Moore,
Moore.
and Rachel McAdams and Emmy Rossum.
You know what? I can't really see any of them. Maybe Mandy Moore a little bit.
Really?
But Emmy Rossum, I feel like, is a little too... maybe it's just the way Amanda... No, I can't say her last name.
Oh.
Seyfried?
Seyfried.
Seyfried. Amanda Seyfried, I feel like she was just kind of... she's a very unique personality.
She truly is.
None of those other people really match that. I don't know.
I felt like Rachel McAdams could definitely do it.
Now, remind me who that is.
She's the one in The Notebook.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I could kind of see that.
Yeah. I would pick her out of all those. I mean, Amanda Bynes, especially like currently, I'd watch the heck out of that, you know what I'm saying?
Because that would be really funny.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
But that will never happen.
No.
All right, so rate that fact.
I'll give that I'll give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank
Just
you,
because
sir. More soup, please. Sorry.
just because I think it's funny that Amanda Bynes was considered.
Right?
Like they saw her in She's the Man, and we're like, oh, she needs to find out who her dad is. She'd be the perfect
They
girl.
said, who's the man?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next fact. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. The director of the movie, her name is Phyllida Lloyd, also directed the original Broadway play.
No way. I find that really interesting. I'll
Yes
give
way.
that a 9.
Ooh, a 9. What if I add on to it saying that this play is actually by 3 women? And it's like very rare that it's like all 3 women that are in charge.
Okay.
And that's why the movie's such a hit.
I don't know about that last part.
That's why you should like it.
I think you added on that last part. I think I don't know. I guess that's still interesting. Not as interesting anymore.
I applaud them.
Well, yeah.
Good job,
of course.
ladies, I say.
Of course, but I find it more interesting that the original lady
Yeah.
also worked on the movie.
Yeah.
I like when that happens.
All right. Last one. According to writer Katherine Johnson and director Phyllida Lloyd, Sophie's real father is Bill, a Swede. Bill's character was Australian in the original stage production, but in the film is a Swede, meaning that Sophie has her roots in Sweden, just like ABBA.
Oh, interesting. So Bill was the one with the boat?
Bill had the boat, yes.
It's kind of weird that they told us that after it's not in the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a secret that
it's kind of like when J.K. Rowling was like, "Oh, by the way, Dumbledore's gay," and you're like, "What?" Okay, it's kind of like the same with this. It's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, that's the father." Like, when it's something it doesn't really matter too much to the actual plot, I'm like, "Why'd you tell us?" Who cares? It kind of ruins it.
I kind of love that I know that.
Well, I'm not upset that I know it, but I also feel like why even bring it up?
Why are you crying?
I just this chair hurts
chair.
it's my little booty.
It's the chair. All right, so rate that one.
Okay, well, the more I thought about it, I think the less I liked it. Because at first I was like, "Oh, that's cool. It's Bill. I never knew it was Bill. I'm gonna give that an 8." And then I was like, "Wait, why'd they tell us it was Bill? I don't really like that." They should have let the art stand on its own. Why throw in little bits like that? I don't know. I'll give it a 3. A stinky little 3.
But they didn't tweet that out or anything.
Oh, they did.
They didn't say gather around, everybody. Gather your children, your grandma.
Well, then how'd people find out? They got him drunk at a bar one time. Like, by the way, who's the dad? Well, it's probably Bill.
And then they were like, "Oh, let's keep this an underground secret." But it just got out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it an 8 and a 3. Can I do that?
No.
Yeah, I can.
That's the lowest rating we've ever had in this game, isn't it?
No, I think
You gave
one of mine a negative something one time.
Oh, did I?
Probably.
That sounds like something I would do, actually. All right. Okay, so that's that. And then do you want to do our fact or faked?
Oh, yeah, hit me up. I can't wait to do a fact or faked.
Okay, so
I'm
you
going
have
to
to
get
sing the
this so
song.
right. Fact or faked?
And that's a fact. Okay, here we go. Number 1.
I'm going to read your poker face so hard right now.
Okay. I'm going to just smile really big for all
The
of them.
whole time. Okay.
Here we go.
Big smiles. Oh, no, creepy. Don't do that.
Okay, here we go. Dominic Cooper and Amanda Seyfried, that's the main characters, dated in real life for 3 years, but he ended up cheating on her with an ex.
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah. You knew she was tied in here. All right.
She's the man.
Okay, number 2. The director, Phillida, originally wanted to dub Pierce Brosnan's singing voice, but the creative producer, Judy Kramer, found his voice, quote, charming.
Oh, what is her problem?
I do not know. Number 3.
Not find his voice charming.
Number 3. It was announced recently by Universal Pictures that a sequel to the movie will be released on July 20th, 2018, which is 10 years after the first movie was released.
Oh, all these sound like real facts.
They're all real. That's the joke. Just kidding.
Wow. So I feel like you're gonna try to trick me, because every once in a while I try to change a little fact. So it's gonna be something
you're sneaky.
because I know they are making a sequel, but I feel like you're gonna be like, but it's not actually June 20th. It's actually like December 25th. How would they make a sequel? Didn't they run out of ABBA songs? No.
I can't answer any questions.
Are they going to put Mamma Mia in the song again? Or in the musical again?
I can't answer any questions.
That'd be so annoying. Come see our new musical. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Gosh. That'd be so annoying.
All right, so which one's faked? Which ones are facts?
Well, I talk through this because I want to do good. This is my first time being in this chair.
Whoa, you've never sat in that chair before?
Well, metaphorically, I meant.
Ah.
Okay, so, and then the other one was the director loved Pierce Brosnan.
Creative producer.
Creative producer loved Pierce Brosnan. And then
the 2 main actors,
Oh, they dated until
Yeah.
he cheated on her?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Look at me now. Will you ever guess? I don't know how.
Fact or faked, huh? That's the name of the game?
That's the name of the game. Doesn't mean anything to you.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the first one as fake.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it is, I guess.
That the first one's fake?
First one's fake.
False.
Aw.
So, Dominic Cooper and Amanda Seyfried dated in real life for 3 years, but he cheated on her with an ex.
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, it was Amanda Bynes.
She said, "That's me."
She sure did. Number 2, the director wanted to
2.
dub Pierce Brosnan's singing voice, but the creative producer found his voice charming. That's fake.
Is there a real fact? Did you tweak it?
Nope, I made that.
Oh, you just made that all up?
Yep.
Ah.
I know. I didn't even do your little trick.
I should have known that one was fake because nobody should find Pierce Brosnan's voice charming.
Well, I would agree.
I thought
It's
he
really
sounded
horrible.
weird.
It was pretty bad. And I actually was looking at your face while he was singing to see if there was a reaction, and there wasn't, so I was surprised.
No reaction. I was so disinterested at that point. I just wanted the song to be over.
Number 3, I guess you knew that they were making a sequel.
Yes.
I didn't know you knew that, because I didn't know that. But you know what's hilarious?
Clowns.
You know what else is hilarious?
What?
You totally guessed the title. Jokingly.
Here we go again?
Yeah, it's Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Gosh.
Isn't that so funny?
Oh,
You
it's
totally
so-
nailed it.
But funny's a word for it.
Okay. But I read that it might serve as kind of a prequel.
How can they call it Here We Go Again and it'd be a prequel?
What I think, here's my
That
guess.
doesn't make any sense.
Here's my educated
at
guess.
all.
I think that they're going to have, like, flashbacks.
Okay. Here we go again the first time.
Wah, wah. Here we go again, previously.
Well, that was fun.
Good job.
Thanks.
Good work.
Do you have a least favorite song?
Elise
Do you have a
favorite
least
song.
favorite song?
Elise, I already told you Elise's favorite song.
Okay, does Elise have a least favorite song? Oh, we never introduced ourselves. We are so bad at introducing ourselves on this podcast. I'm James, by the way.
And I'm Elise, slipping through my fingers all the time. I try to something and
Is that your least favorite song?
song? No, I like that song.
So what's your least favorite
Makes
song?
me cry a little tear.
Just one lonely, solitary tear?
Yeah, just one that escapes. My least favorite song is probably I Have a Dream. Yeah, that's definitely it.
Is this the one where she has the scarf flopping around her face the whole time?
I don't remember that.
She's like standing on a rock talking to Pierce Brosnan. 007.
Did you catch that when one of the guys did a James Bond little quote at him?
No.
He said, "I'm bright, Harry Bright."
I didn't catch that.
Maybe next time when you watch
Darn.
this movie over and over because you love it so much.
So, okay, I Have a Dream. That's your least favorite.
Yeah, what would you say?
I don't know, because a lot of them just kind of rolled off my back like a piece of water on a duck. Piece of water?
Wow, a piece of water.
Yeah, like a lot of them, they didn't even stick. So probably one of the yawners in the middle. Probably sung by Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, I think I know what your least favorite song is. Take a Chance on Me, or
Oh, Take a Chance on Me, yeah. Stinker. That's a little stinker. A little turd.
I don't like that you say that.
Stinker?
Did you like Slipping Through My Fingers?
Are you talking like personally? I don't even remember that song.
That was the one where she's getting her daughter ready for the wedding, and you were like not listening, and I was like, Pay attention. This is an emotional moment. And you were like, is it?
I don't really. Some of those.
They roll off your back like a piece of water.
Exactly. Not all of them, though. Like some of the slow songs, like Our Last Summer, I feel is like a kind of a slow song. And I like that song. But I'll be honest with you. I tried to listen to the soundtrack of this several times this week in preparation for this episode.
Yeah.
And once I got to Money Money, I was like, oh, yeah. And I listened to Money 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 on repeat. Like,
So you listen to money, 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 money.
Yeah.
Money.
Exactly. I was very rich by the time I was done.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to play? What song is that from?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at my little grubby hands rubbing together. I'm ready.
I am uncomfortable with that. Okay. Cue the song.
Hey, wait a second, I gotta know. What song is that from?
Best song ever made.
Wow, what a great song. Okay, here we go. All right, here's your first one. You have 5 total, okay?
Oh, I thought you were going to say I have 5 seconds. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, you have 5 total. If you get 5 out of 5, there is a special surprise, okay?
Is it a cat in a plastic bag?
Maybe. All right, number 1. Here's the lyric.
Okay.
Mamma Mia.
Shut up. You can't be serious.
I wrote it here. It's written.
Mamma Mia. No, this is a trick question. They have another song with the words Mamma Mia in it. Oh,
Is
I think they do. I think I remember they said Mamma Mia in another song, and I was like, what?
Huh?
Did I do? This is tricky. Or maybe it's
Slipping
not.
through my
Maybe you're just trying
fingers, Mamma Mia.
Maybe you're just trying to get in my head. Maybe it is just as simple as it's in Mamma
In
Mia.
my head.
I don't think it's in Mamma Mia, but I don't know what other song it's in.
Use your brain.
You know what? I'm gonna hate myself if it actually is in Mamma Mia. I'm just gonna say Mamma Mia.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness.
Good
Gosh.
job. You got one right.
That was
All right.
that was like a mind game. My gosh.
Well,
was how you
let's
would
play a
host
game.
this game. Like the Jigsaw Killer and Saw.
Oh, but it would just be like really cryptic song lyrics. Guess what song this is from? And you'd be in the corner. I feel like it was in another song. I don't know. I can't think of it. You'd never get out.
No, never.
All right, number 2. Here we go.
Okay.
I must leave. I'll have to go to Las Vegas or Monaco.
I'm a sleeve?
I must leave.
I must leave. I have to... That's got to be Money, Money, Money. Right?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, because she's talking about
2
going
right.
gambling and all that stuff. Oh, you
Good
can't
job.
bust out lyrics of my favorite song.
Well, see, I didn't know that was your favorite song when I made this list, so that's on me. All right, here we go. It was like shooting a sitting duck. A little small talk, a smile, and baby, I was stuck.
Oh, gosh. This is where we get stuck in the thicket. A duck, she got me like a sitting duck.
It was like shooting a sitting duck.
Okay.
A little small talk, a smile, and baby, I was stuck.
Honey, honey?
Onk.
Onk? Was that a silent H?
Sorry, there's a semi driving through.
Onk. Onk. Onk if you love Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
So you got that one wrong, but
Well,
if I
yeah.
sing it, you would get it.
Okay.
It was like shooting a sitting duck. A little small talk, a smiling baby, I was stuck. It's the song you've been singing all day.
Don't go wasting your emotions.
Yeah.
Lay all your love on me.
Did you forget how the end goes?
Yeah.
You've been singing it a lot. But yes, that would have been right, but you got it wrong.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Number 4. The gods may throw the dice. Their minds as cold as ice. And someone way down here loses someone dear.
Ooh. This sounds so familiar. The gods may roll the dice.
Throw.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato.
Yep.
I can't think of how this part goes.
The gods may roll the dice. throw the dice, but
Their minds as cold as ice, and someone way down here loses someone dear.
can I have a hint?
Your hint is.
That's my hint.
That really didn't help you? That's the chorus.
I know, but I don't know ABBA that well. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da.
Ya da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Oh, that sounded so familiar. When all is said and done?
Mamma mia. Onk.
Honk.
The winner takes it all.
Oh, the winner
The
takes it all.
losers left to fall. Something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
So I can't remember how that part goes, but whatever. All right, last one. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
You've
Wait, how many do I have right?
You've gotten 2 out of 4.
Oh, so this. I win. If I get this one right, I get 3 out of 2. That's the majority.
3 out of 2.
I mean, 3 out of 5s. Gosh. 3 out of 2.
Math is hard.
That's like
Okay.
a prequel that says we're doing it again.
We doing it again.
What are the words again?
Here we go again. You yourself
Mamma
guessed
mia.
it.
We do it again.
Okay. All right, number 5. Here we go. Movie stars find the end of the rainbow with a fortune to win. It's so different from the world I'm living in. Tired of TV.
Oh, gosh. One more time. Throw me them lyrics.
Okay. Movie stars find the end of the rainbow with a fortune to win. It's so different from the world I'm living in. Tired of TV.
Tired of TV. I don't know. Dancing Queen.
Honk.
Oh, that was a hard H.
It is gimme, gimme, gimme.
See, there's so many songs. Honey, honey, gimme, gimme, gimme. Money, money,
Money,
money.
money. There's one more fact that you've got to rate.
Okay. Oh,
That
wait, so I
just-
lost, by the way.
Yeah, you lost big time.
Okay, so,
That's
okay.
all right, though.
One more fact I can rate.
All right. So I don't know a lot of details about this, but there was some sort of French television production, okay, where they were the first people to try to take ABBA songs and like turn it into something,
Good for them.
you know, before this. And guess what they named it?
Voulez-vous?
ABBA Cadabra.
Oh, boy.
Honestly, I would love that so much.
ABBA Cadabra?
ABBA Cadabra.
I would go see a magic show with ABBA songs. That would be fun.
Also, one thing that I'll say is that they, it's just like a very fun musical. And one thing that they did for the live version is when the, what do you call the people, the people who move the set?
Set movers.
Like stage
Hands.
hands? Is that
Yeah.
it? Anyways, those people, when they would come on the scene, they would like dance around and they'd like interact with like some of the actors as they were like moving stuff and they're just like having fun. And I like that, you know?
Yeah, that's
I was
fun.
like, I'm glad to see you're having a good time.
There's a lot of, I will say, even like music genres I don't like. When I see it live, it's a lot more fun. And so I think this would have to be one of those for me. But like I said, I almost would rather just go see a ABBA cover band.
All right, so are we going to rate this guy?
Yeah. Do you want to? Do you have anything else you want to spout?
Spout.
Like a geyser shooting out of a Greek building?
In terms of spouting, I will say this.
Okay.
After the wedding in the live version, they got married. The part you don't like, where Sam and Donna get married, and then they pulled this camera out of nowhere, and they like tossed it to somebody in the crowd, and then they all like gathered up and posed for a picture, and that guy was like click, and that was kind of cute. And then like once the wedding was over, she like threw her bouquet to the crowd. I thought that was kind of cool.
Ah, so it's kind of
Yeah, some
interactive.
interaction. Yeah, I like that.
I'll rate that factor 10.
Hey, that's a good way to end on a positive note.
Yeah. So, well, but I haven't rated it yet.
Oh. Okay.
I'll rate it first so you can rate it afterwards.
Yeah, and then I can end on a more positive note.
Yeah. Actually, but mine's not so bad. I'll give it a 6.
All right, so tell me why.
I think we kind of mentioned I'm not a huge fan of romantic comedies, and I personally feel like this is in that genre.
And I don't agree, but whatever.
I felt like the plot was just a little like I honestly feel like they could have done more with it, because it is kind of interesting to have a girl that doesn't know who her dad is, and so she brings the three of them together, and like you feel like, oh no, like something's about to go down. But like in this movie, it's like, oh no, they're all hanging out on a boat together, and they're totally okay with everybody, you know?
So you wanted more drama. You wanted more Mari.
Yeah, I wanted them to fight. I wanted them to pick up the chair and throw it, have the security come and be like, we don't do that here. And the crowd's just going, Maury. The like snorkelers come out of the ocean and they're like, Maury, Maury.
You're thinking of Jerry.
Same thing. But there are some fun moments too. Actually, the first 2 or 3 songs, I was like, oh no, am I gonna like this a lot?
Why would that be, oh no?
Well, because I feel like maybe it's just the people I've talked to or interacted with in the past have not said the best reviews about this movie. And so I just went into it like with a jaded point of view.
Yeah, see, you gotta have an open mind.
So I was. And so, but that's why the first few songs I was like shocked. I was like, what? I don't see what the big deal is. This isn't so bad. And then about halfway through, I was like sending out an SOS.
Ooh. Did you know that ABBA was actually inspired by the Beatles?
I mean, who wasn't?
Okay. All right. So my turn to rate it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to rate it. I'm going to rate it an 8.5. And here's why. Okay.
Tell
Because
me why.
I will. So to me, and everybody has different opinions. I understand that. But to me, a musical is something that is, you know, it's fun. It's a little bit upbeat. You know, it has this movie has lots of different emotion. It has, I mean, obviously has like a pretty good storyline. You know, I guess we disagree on that. I think it does.
Well, no, pretty good is a good description of it. Yeah.
Okay. And great songs that like you want to listen to over and over again, rewatchability. So like all the things that I look for in a musical, I feel like this has it.
Okay. That makes sense.
You feel?
Yeah, that makes sense. And I think the majority of the world would obviously agree with you. As you said, 54 million people have seen it or whatever.
I guess it doesn't say if they liked it or not, but they saw it.
That's true. Voulez-vous?
Ooh, do you know what that means in French?
No clue. Is that what it means? No clue?
No. Something like, what do you want? They're like,
using that.
what do you want?
When people call me, I'm just going to answer the phone. Voulez-vous?
Voulez-vous? Say it with some attitude.
So next week then, let's talk about next week. We are doing High School Musical then.
All 3.
All 3. And I think we're going to rank them. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Best to worst?
We're definitely going to get into the details as well.
Get in those deets.
Mm-hmm.
We're going deep undercover into the high school. It's like
it's kind of like Jump Street.
Yeah. That kind
Nice.
of situation. Oh, follow us on Twitter at WRLM Podcast, and also on Instagram at We Really Like Musicals, and Facebook, and that's it, right? I think
Yeah.
we have a YouTube channel, but good luck finding that.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. You didn't even know we did. Did you just sneeze again? Are you allergic to YouTube?
I'm allergic to this podcast, I think.
You said a chew-tube.
Did I?
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we're done.
Thanks, everybody, for putting on those headphones, plugging them into some sort of device, clicking on this episode, and listening to it all the way through. Or maybe you just skip to the end. In that case, shame on you.
Welcome to the episode.
That's like taking a book off the shelf and flipping right to the very last page and just reading the words, "The End."
All right. Well, hey, thanks, guys, again for listening to us. Rate and review if you want to. If you don't want to, then never listen to another episode again. And the look on your face is not happy.
Just don't insult our friends.
Obviously, all in jest. Not in jest like eat it, but like in jest like jest. I'm jesting.
It sounded like you said
I'm
chest.
joking. In my chest. All right, thanks, guys. This has been We Really Like Musicals, and we have opinions about them, so we made this podcast to tell you our opinions about them, parentheses, the musicals. I'm James, and...
I'm Elise.
Money, money, money.
Musicals. Jazz hands.